I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and this is a pot ring. This is the ring that goes inside of a QMH and reinforces it so that it's rugged once you cut the pot off and make it a wide mouth. This is the ring that the lid slides into when you're done with a knob on it. And there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. You start out with a piece of stock that's way oversized because you can't buy it exactly the size you want it. And you turn down the outside to the right diameter, and then you cut a lip in just the right diameter so it'll just slide into this as a press fit or an interrupt fit. Then you have to come down here and turn a little bit of a taper so that the sheet metal on the pot can get up over it and get onto this bigger part, and then a smaller diameter for a lead in, and then break the edge, and then turn the inside to the correct wall diameter, and then taper this edge so things don't catch on the pot on the way out. There's a lot to this, a lot more than ever would meet the eye, and really economically it's not even feasible to make these because it takes so much time and you waste so much material that for mass production you'd never make any money at it. Because I'm running a small shop here and have an infinite amount of time to play around, I can produce these. I can produce about 10 of these in a day, which is semi-feasible for me to do. It's certainly not a lucrative thing to do. But because as far as I know, and if I'm wrong, certainly leave a comment and let me know. As far as I know, I'm the only one doing this. Now, there's some other people that are just taking a regular Foster's or Heineken pot and just taking a safety cutter and cutting the top out, which anybody can do, and then using the lid for a top, and then wrapping between the two bands with fiberglass, and then holding it in place with, as near as I can tell, silicone tape, which from the YouTube videos, as near as I can tell, falls off the first time you heat water in it and falls down into your flame and catches fire. There's some people doing that, but as far as I know, there's nobody cutting the top off the pot and making them a wide mouth. You can see the difference. And making a wide mouth with a reinforced rim that can be transferred from one pot to the other as the pots wear out. I think I'm the only one in the world doing that, so I guess that makes me a beer can pot artisan. That's a worthy title to put on my resume. I also used to cut the bottoms out of these and press a flat bottom in, and I still have the capability to do that, but I found that the reason why I stopped doing it was if you boil the pot dry, that flat bottom that you press in would leak, and if that happened to you out in the wild, you'd be without a pot. So I think you're better off, although it's a little more difficult to clean, I believe you're better off with the regular bottom, because if you boil this dry, you'll mess up the liner and you'll have to change the pot out when you get home, but you'll still have a pot. Now, I also used to make this pot in a taller model, and the reason I don't do that anymore is because it's flat-sided, it doesn't have the rigidity. Now, I was putting a aluminum spine underneath the fiberglass wrap, but I think it's just better off all the way around to just go with the concave Heineken pot and wrap that. But I don't know whether you know it or not, Heineken has stopped making this 24-ounce mini keg. So this famous pot that ultralight backpackers have been using for many years to boil and cook in, which is an excellent pot, is on the endangered species list. It's no longer made. Now, you and I both know that most of these that still exist out there are going to go to the Redemption Center for 6 cents and be gone, which is an absolute crying shame. So if you have any of these, or you can get a hold of any of these that aren't dented up, the 24-ounce mini keg, hang on to them, because as time goes by and these become more and more scarce, they're going to be worth something. They're a real piece of memorabilia, and I really hate to see them go to just a Redemption Center and be melted down, because they're so useful out in the field for a backpacking pot. So that's basically all I know about building pots. Let's watch a video on how this ring is made. I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Enjoy some meals that you cook with your alcohol stove. And more important than anything, have a really great day. Bye-bye.